Hey, what's up everybody, ForneverWorld here today to do my review of Bleach chapter 473, and not a lot happened in this chapter. It was a very quick read and not so much happened, but we learned a couple interesting things, and I kind of like the fact that everything's going to go back in order because basically in this chapter is revealed that once Tsukishima dies, everyone's history is going to go back to normal, which I'm glad because I would have hated if Tsukishima just stood like, he did this great thing, he did that, like, he became a freaking amazing being or something in this Bleach universe. So I'm glad that went back to normal. Basically, most of the chapter is everyone's meeting back up. They finally defeated their Fullbringer that they needed to, defeat. Well, supposedly, there's Kenpachi. Kenpachi was like the first one there. Of course, he's the beast. He was like, "Oh, you're late." Ikaku showed up. Renji showed up. Renji was, I think, all beat up if I'm correct, and they were like, "At least you better have beaten the Fullbringer, if you're beat up," because they're kind of, I guess, disappointed. And he's like, "Oh, that explosion," and they're like, "Oh, okay, so we know why you all messed up because of that explosion." And then Byakuya shows up with Rukia. Rukia's all banged up, I guess, and once again annoyed I am because of that whole Rukia thing. I think she got trolled, but that's just me because I wanted to see Rukia come and kick some butt after the time skip because, once again, one of my favorite characters and didn't really do much this particular arc except give Ichigo his powers back and go up against Ruruka and kind of get beat up, I guess, or lose or whatever. And then we flash to the fight with Ichigo and what's his name, Genjo. And by the way, Yukio was there with because it's really actually funny. Sugaya has Yukio with him there, all frozen up still, and he can't dispel that one in particularly the fight between Ichigo and Genjo because they made some pact or something and he's not allowed to dispel that one in particularly, or he can't, I'm not sure, so he can't stop that fight. And while Ichigo and Genjo are fighting, Genjo realizes that Tsukishima is about to die, and it was kind of strange seeing that because it seemed like he kind of cared but then didn't care or something. And he asked Ichigo something very funny that a lot of people I guess, criticized Bleach for it. He's asked Ichigo, "What are you fighting for?" He asked him that a couple times, and he said one thing that I kind of enjoyed about this chapter. This was probably the biggest thing about the chapter for me. He tells him something that I'm hoping leads to something more. You're gonna find out who you're really fighting, or something like that. And it kind of seemed like if maybe there's another villain, because he told Ichigo once the Tsukishima dies, your past is going to go back to normal, and then you're going to realize something, or something like that he said. And I was wondering, I think he said something like you're going to find out who's the true person you should be fighting, or something like that. And maybe somebody that we know is actually the true villain, or maybe Soul Society is really the bad ones, or something like that. And it's going to be crazy if it is, because it's going to be, again, a little bit on the Yu Hakusho side. I hate to keep bringing it up, but if he says something like that, but if then legit Soul Society really is evil, then it'll be a little bit more interesting. But we gotta wait and see. Let's just throwing out predictions here or there. Overall, not the best chapter. It was pretty quick read. Nothing much happened, but I did enjoy a couple things. That Tsukishima's almost gone. The histories are gonna go back to normal once he does die, and that last thing about the final villain or whatever. Well, not final villain, but who should he really be fighting. Let me know what you thought of the chapter. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Any predictions about what Genjo's last lines were? About the who should he be fighting and such. It was just really a strange way to end the chapter, but something different. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have an awesome day, people.